Hello and welcome to Dragon Basket, your amateur view on animation. And I think this is important because I'm learning to animate. So if you're learning to animate, I might have the same drawbacks and difficulties and questions, and I will take those my own to the teacher so that he can give me feedback, and hopefully I can relay that to you so that you can learn with me. So thank you for joining and welcome. Today we're going to go over my newest assignment, the weightlifter. This is actually an assignment that my teacher added to the course, and he thought it was really important because it's unlike the other assignments. So far, all the assignments we have been characters we create the model for ourselves and then do the motion for. The weightlifter is actually a character designed by the teacher so that we can practice and attempt drawing something on model for somebody else's character. So the timeline of how I think this worked is the class existed before the teacher, but then he came in and was like, hey, we need this project, that we need to be able to test the student's ability to draw on somebody else's model. And I agree, this is important. That's most of animation, I'm sure. Your YouTubers, they're going to animate their own models, but for like businesses and jobs, most of the time somebody else is going to create the model and you're going to work on animating that. Let's get right to the animation. I decided to have this cover the whole screen this time. I'm not loving it. Let's trade back to the normal. Anyway, let's just bring it out like that. Okay, and so let's, real quick before I get this started, there are a few frames that I've drawn on. Right here, you see a lot of drawing, and then other frames. Yeah. That's because this is the rough and I started running out of paper, so I just wrote on these to keep track of my progress on the fixed version. And so let's go ahead and play this real fast. The image, it's animated on 2s, except this last frame, which I held for 10 seconds to help differentiate from the beginning from the end. But it's animated on 2s and currently is set for 12 frames per second. I don't have enough in-betweens to make it look good on 24 frames per second because he would just be rocking a lot, very fast. You wouldn't get a lot of time to see the motion or whatever I'm trying to say. But yeah, most of this is choreography the teacher assigned to us. So in addition to this being on model for his character, we're mostly following his script. The difference is the place where we get to create the story ourselves is when he falls over or what causes him to fall over. I decided to keep it pretty simple. Unfortunately, the reason for that is mostly because I'm behind in the class and have homework to catch up in the other classes, so I didn't really have the time to do a lot with this. One thing I do wish I got to do more of was animating the legs, wobbling and moving, maybe lift up and have a little tumbling animation or whatever. But I just had to keep everything simple and looking good, which I failed for in the rough, and I'm kind of succeeding in the fixed version. So I'll go ahead and my next video is going to be for the fixed version. And I did change the choreography a little bit in that one. In this one, I have him stand there, anticipate by putting his arms out, and then down, up, and then he teeters, and it comes down, and he lifts it back up, and then he falls over. The new one, the fixed version, is a little different. It is shorter, I think. He does lift up, and then he goes boom, boom, and teeters and falls over. Anyway, all pretty simple. because I had to, unfortunately, I'll stop repeating that. And yeah, that's the animation for today. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I think I've forgotten to create an outro. I have that intro in progress, so I need to do the outro, finish the intro, whatever. I have a lot of care to give to this channel. But yeah, thank you for joining me for today's animation, and look forward to the next one. It's going to be just a day or two because I already have it done. I just need to take pictures of it in the animating software, and we'll be all good to go. So until then, this is Christian of Dragon Basket, and have a great day.